Says. Alright, hello everybody and welcome to RFL Tier 2. This is round 3. We are at China in Shanghai International Circuit. Today we have 13 drivers that are going to be hitting the track, and today I'm joined by Callum G.
Hello Brad, and we're in for a good race here. Hopefully we canned in quicker than we did last time. Label Red Devils the one. So, but last time we had a great race. Paraquix dominated it and won, then left the league. But it was still an emphatic race. Perez and BMG Lewis having an almighty battle for that second place. And then I think it was Drift King Pro came home with P4. We've got a very competitive group. We've got Kingley and Dustin, I think, making their first appearance this season. So it'll be interesting to see how they do as well.
Yep, for sure. It's looking very, very cloudy here. Potentially a bit of rain. It's not a circuit where we've never seen rain before, so I wouldn't be too shocked. But of course, it's not raining at the moment by the looks of it. The track looks quite dry, just very overcast. So, yeah, really. What do you think the strategy is going to be like for this race?
Well, I think we're going to see medium to hards, similar to what we've seen last week in Bahrain. We might just see a few two stops going out, as we've seen from, I think it is Drift King Pro. He likes two stops, but I think we're going to just see medium to hards. It's the way to go around here. So yeah, I don't think it'll be too diverse for this week.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, even I've noticed sometimes on the soft tyres you'll start overheating on the qualifying laps. That's not brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course it's not a good race tyre either, high wear. Of course, and very, very prone to overheating. So, a couple of cars are going out on track there on the medium tyres. Actually, BMG Lewis, he's on the, most people are going out on the hard tyres, but there's a couple of people on the medium tyres, like BMG Lewis, on the white sidewall. Does this mean he's probably just going to come out and do one flying lap and then sort of give up for the rest of the session? I mean, no point faffing about with these hard tyres.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have Tom Gorian, Adam Lee. They're all very close on track, actually. Tom Gorian, Adam Lee, and whoever lad is in front. That's Label Red Devil in front of them. So these three, they're going to want to spread out before they start their laps.
Yeah, definitely.
Couple of guys come out on oh, actually, no, it's just a... Well, it says here a couple of guys have come out on the softs, actually, so that's really...
Yeah, definitely.
Like Exploding Emerald, Thorpsy. Does this mean they're... and so, same with Scott, I think, or according to the...
Yeah.
Okay, no, just according to the sidewall he had.
Yeah,
Thorpsy and Exploding Emerald are the two people. They're on the softs.
Yeah, they definitely are. Just a quick heads up, ARL F1 Ben, and I think it is... What was the other one? One more, I think it's Exploding Emerald, are the two debutants in RFL. As I'm just going on board with Emerald, but now he's getting quite close to, I think, I don't know who that is in front of him. He is one of those on the soft tyre, so it might just be a quick, just go for a sighter lap, not push too much, or he might be pushing here. As actually Stracio's slowing down, he's overtook Stracio there, going to get ahead on his up a little bit. What we've seen in real life, that's the Ferrari up ahead as well, but a big moment there. Coming at that last corner, that's not the best way to start up his lap.
Not at all, Corso. Obviously not too bad. Didn't lose too much. Well, he won't have lost any time at all, really. But over a good start to the lap, he's kept it very neat. Let's get all the telemetry up. Yeah, so far very neat. What's the hardest corners here at this track? Where are we likely to see drivers really struggling?
And turn one is hard, and just pointing out quickly that Emerald closed the back up and he spun the car. Emerald has spun the car, they're on that sauce. I think he got very close to the back of Adam Lee's car on the hard, and maybe that did play a little bit of an impact. But just going back to your question, I think that turn one, turn two, he spins that again, and he's round and he's off into the gravel. Then that
I said they'd overheat a bit.
Yeah, that long right hander as well, just going into the third sector. That is extremely tricky to just try and gauge when they get the traction down. Now Reese Simmel sets the first lap of 1:34.
Oh, and Adam's lost it. Adam's in the gravel on his hot lap. On those hard tyres, Adam's lost it. He's in the gravel. That's not ideal. And BMG Lewis crosses the line. Not a bad lap at all. 1:33.3. probably, yeah, on the medium tyres, is probably maybe going to get beaten. I'm not too sure. Not sure what everyone's pace is like. F1 Ben's really someone to look out for, so we'll hop on board with him. I think he's on a hot. Okay, doesn't look like he's on a hot lap actually.
Yeah,
oh, no, he is. It was just. Yeah, no, he's on a hot lap. So, I think he is at least. He's put it in overtake on the straight, so. Very neat for this really long quad. You don't want to run out too wide because you can end up on that curb and, well, and again, there's a bump on the inside as well where you can get a little bit of wheel spin and end up spinning. Oh, and it's just started raining. It has just started raining, so everybody's going to be wanting to get their laps as quickly as we can here. Hero F1 Ben, he's going to cross the line any second now. And look at that, that's exploding emerald. He spun and nearly took out Ben there. That was really close. He's very lucky to get away with that. And now F1 Ben a bit wide on the exit, but let's see. Crosses the line, and he goes only P5, but he is the highest runner on the hard tyres.
Yep, that explains why we're seeing like Drift King Pro label Perez going 33, that's a good lap.
Kingley
and then
goes up to P5.
Oh yeah, good lap by Kingley, but it's showing why all these drivers are out on the mediums. This is the only runs you're going to get to see. It's looking like it's going to be a dry race. So these lads that are on the hard tyres, it's maybe the wrong call. F1 Ben, he's starting to go a little bit further back than he'd have wanted to in P6.
Yeah, and exploding emerald as well. He's starting P13 now. He's right at the back.
Yep. I think you might be able to get a little bit of improvement since going on board with Adam Lee, just coming through that spin, but I think he's just trying to get some heat in his tyres. His ERS is definitely getting low now. As he's coming putting up with
that's not ideal at all. He's going to be losing a lot of time on the straight.
Yeah, they're coming in the brakes on there. It's first gear, trying to get the car round the corner, does that nicely. Not too much fuel spin, but he'll definitely be feeling that last grip. It's a greasy trying to come in into the last corner. I don't think it's going to be pulled, but where will this put the Ferrari man? It is only P10. It's not much improvement. That's Stratch went in a wall and he's now out of the station. And I think we're seeing a lot of the drivers retire now. I don't think there's much improvement to be seen.
Yeah, it's too wet now. The track's not going to have any more lap time in it, and if it continues raining, we're not going to see any improved laps. A couple of guys seem to be going for it, like Scott. Scott's going for it by the looks of it. Asper's on pole, yeah, wow. Yeah, beat BMG Lewis by 200ths of a second, so not bad for himself at all. Kingley, is he going to finish this lap? No, he's not. He's losing lap. Oh, look at that. He nearly loses it. He's in low fuel mixes, low ERS, and he still can barely keep it straight on the exit of the hairpin. And yeah, all these guys are probably going to retire now. Adam Lee, may as well watch him. He's the only guy out on track at the moment. Actually, Forpsy is as well. Forpsy looks to be finishing a lap. He's not going to improve by the looks of it. He is already a second down through Sector 2 split, so... Actually, yeah, good point in the chat from Morgs. Label Red Devil P3, really good for himself. And massively out-qualifying Tom Gorian, who of course is on the hard tyres. That's a bit of a surprise, but of course they are on different tyres. But see, Label Red Devil up that high, this is the highest he's been away from Tom, as far as I'm aware, all season, so you can't complain about that at all.
Yeah, definitely. It's a little bit disappointing debut for Emerald in P13, and he retired from the session, so no improvements for him. But I don't think we're going to see much more improvements. This track is getting wetter and wetter, and you're losing more and more time by the second. We've only got 3 or 4 drivers out on track. Adam Lee is on a lap at the moment, I think.
I'm surprised to see some guys going back out, actually. This track's really not going to have the time in it that I think they're sort of hoping at this point. Label Red Devil's out on hard, so that's slightly strange.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe
I'm not sure what he's doing there.
I think they can improve on that lap. I'm not too sure. Maybe just going out for a lap.
Not in these conditions. Yeah. Tom Gorian, he's on the medium tyres now. Same with Reese, and look at that. He just can't keep it straight on the exit corners. It's not going to happen. He's going for a lap anyway. So in the Williams, Reese, let's try to watch his lap. This isn't going to go well. Calling it already. This is going to be slightly unsafe. See how it fares into turn 1. Turns a little bit too early, not carrying quite as much speed as he'd want at all. The track really doesn't have it. Yeah, he's given up on that. Probably, no chance.
Yeah,
Tom Gorian may as well stick on board with these guys. They're giving it a go. It's not going to happen, but...
To be fair, Reese is still going for a bat. Yeah, he's 2 seconds down, so... I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we've seen much level red devil starting his lap on the halves. Coming to turn one now, see how he goes,
Oh,
breaking a
yeah.
lot for that corner, and it's just not got the confidence or the grip that he needs. Second gear try to throw the car in there, attacking down into turn 3, but again just losing it on the exit, getting a lot of understeer there and a lot of oversteer, and he puts the throttle
Yeah,
down
and he's round,
too
so let's hop on
much.
board with Tom now. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Label Red Devil spins on his second hot lap. He's on the hard tyres. It's hard to get temperature in those when it's dry anyway. So in track conditions like this, you've got no chance. Look at that, Tom sliding his way through turn 1 and turn 2. That's not ideal. But kept it on track, or has he? That was nearly spoke too soon. This lap is well and truly over. I think all these guys have realised they're really not going to improve now. I'm surprised we haven't seen... Unless it's going to stop raining, maybe.
Yeah.
Don't know. I can't see it happening, but I'm just surprised as many people haven't retired.
Retired Jeff, so I've got 7 minutes to go. The rest of the disabled
Yeah.
in the bottom left of your screen, so that is probably
Yeah.
the normal point for most drivers, and that is when the intermediates do become the quicker tyre if they haven't already. So if you want to improve in your lap, it's going to be on the intermediates, but those intermediates just aren't quicker than
Yeah,
what
you're
they're
not going to be
the laps
quicker.
are going to be. I
No.
think, yeah, maybe the only people setting a lap on the Thorpsy, he might try something on those intermediates, but yeah, I don't think we've seen much as F1. Yeah, F1 Ben's actually won the nudge, but I don't think we've seen improvement from him.
I don't think it's
but
going to be a wet race, is it? So
Nah, I don't think it is.
unless it's
not
just in
F1.
case. Oh, right,
Mediums
okay.
and that.
Yeah. Actually, that's a fair point. Yeah. Yeah, Adam Lee in the Ferrari giving it a go. P10 at the moment. Of course, he set his fastest lap while it was very wet out on track when the rain had just started. So
Tom's round.
yeah, Tom's. Oh, it's Tom. Yeah, Tom's retired.
Yeah, mine retired there.
Thorpsy completely just go straight on. Yeah, I think the guys. Oh, Thorpsy. Oh, it's like the Hockenheim drag strip here. That was bit of a drift going on. Adam Lee, yeah, he's even on the inters. It's not seeming too nice. F1 Ben, of course, he's. I can't see him giving hot lap a go. That would be a rather strange idea.
Yeah. But who's that round? That is Thorpsy on those soft that round once again. I think.
Yeah, he hasn't had a. Oh yeah, is he in the wall? He's escaped damage by the looks of it, but of course that's his lap over anyway.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange
No
how
grip.
no drivers have retired. I'm a little bit confused
I
on
know,
that one.
yeah.
But
But,
yeah, left on Ben's starting his lap on intermediates down to low
I
ERS
know,
turn 1.
yeah.
We can stick on him coming to turn 1
Tapping the front.
and now turn 2. Really quite aggressive on the throttle. Look down into turn 3 goes second gear just really slow though, not really the times you would want to see compared to what you'd be saying on most drives, but how he will go through turn 4 and 5 down into turn 5 can't, he's 3.1 seconds down. We're not going to see an improvement from ERF, and that's going to show you how slow it is. Stopped, he's spinning like I don't know, something that spins a lot. And I don't think we're going to see now Dustin does during the session. So it'll be interesting to see how he can make his way through the field. So I'm P14 on the grid.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have a look at here. We'll keep an eye on his progress. All the guys are retiring now. I think they've realised the track conditions are only getting worse and worse. And look at that, 8.3 seconds off F1 Benners. So yeah, there's absolutely no chance at all. Labour Red Devil is sort of sitting in the pits at the moment, waiting it out. Thorpsy in the pits as well. He's just come back in after his very eventful outlap and attempt at a hot lap. Yeah, it really hasn't gone well this session for a lot of people. Drift King Pro P4 is expect slightly better. I mean, Labour Red Devil ahead of him. Is for sure a surprise. A really good lap from Label there. Is there any other really notable? Of course, Adam Lee P10, but he did his lap when it was starting to get really wet, so he didn't get the best conditions. Thorpsy retires. F1 Ben's going to retire.
Yep,
Surely
so
F1 Ben's going to retire.
hopefully we can try and get a lobby. moving quickly. We're not going to see an improvement. I don't really know why he's going out now.
Yeah.
He's not going to improve at Label Red Devil. Hopefully should retire. And we can try and get on to the race. But yeah, this is your grid. So Perez is going to take that pole position. Building on that debut second place last week. But Lewis, these two, they are not unfamiliar with each other, having that great battle last week. So it'll be very interesting to see how these two will manage during the course of this race. Both starting on the mediums. But Label Red Devil, great pace on the hard tyres in P3. As well as Drift King Pro and Kingley P4 and 5, and then F1 Benz was saying out on track at the moment in P6. He'll be starting on the hards, I think, as well. Hopefully we can get them to retire and get going fairly soon.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see Ben still on track at the moment. Would have been quite nice if everyone could retire and we can get on with it, since no one is going to be improving in these conditions at all. It's no grip at all out there. Of course, the traction control is helping quite a bit, but I mean, even with it, it looks like he's going to go round at some corners. And be careful under braking, because it's easy for your rear end to, well, your gearbox to overtake you. So that's definitely not what you want to be seeing. Braking, yeah.
Oh, we've got one left.
Yes, it's F1 Ben currently driving around. For better use of the word, wasting our time. Okay, yeah, he's going to come into the pits now, and I assume retire. Save us 2 minutes.
That would be great.
Right, CEO.
Yeah, we're not seeing too much action from him, but yeah.
There we go. There we go. Retire's good. There we go. Finally. Right. Okay, so we're going to get this race underway. Perez starting on pole, only by 2/100ths of a second ahead of BMG Lewis. Label Red Devil P3 and a half, really good lap for himself. Drift King Pro P4, he won't be happy with that. Only about 2/10ths off the pace though. 5th place is Kingley, and he's 3/10ths off the pace on those medium tyres. RFL F1 Ben, one of the favourites you've got to say, since we know his pace sort of. On the hard tyres, 4/10ths off the pace, so really if he was on the mediums he'd have been pole by the looks of it. So yeah. This will be an interesting race as we get going.
I wonder
who would you say at this moment is your favourite? Yeah, that's a good point. Because
I think
it could start raining in the second half of the race. We never know.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to say Perez is looking good at the moment. Obviously taking that pole position, but it really just depends how it all goes down. Lewis, you want that second win of the season, so it will not be an easy one no matter what, but we also need to just keep an eye on, I think it is F1 Ben, F1 Ben starting down in P6 on those hards.
Yeah.
He could be one to watch as it goes on.
If he can stay out of trouble, then for sure he's going to be in a really good shape in this race, so we'll have to keep an eye out for all these guys, and we'll have to see.
Yeah, obviously.
It's raining for a race, it's a bit of practice.
Yep.
Dry waste, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Thanks, Morgs. Full dry. Full races. Dry.
Well, that's good.
Oh, he's our pit lane man for this race, I think we can go with. So, about to get the formation lap underway. Now this very aggressive start from Tom Gorian. If he could repeat that at the start of this race, he'd be it'd be more than chuffed for that.
Yeah. That's any driver that uses medium traction control starts on it. Just lightning.
No stopping him.
Yeah, that's Tom right now.
So everyone's just going to be trying to get as much temperature as they can in their tyres. And Tom, of course, starting on those hard tyres, he's really going to need that temperature as well. We'll chuck up all of the on-screen graphics. So, Reese, P9, P10. Right, so everyone outside top 10, we have a bit of a mix. Exploding Emeralds decided to start on the hard tyres. And then Dustin, who's just got into a session, Forpsy and Stracco. Or, is it Stracco?
Stracco, I think it is. Stracco.
Okay, Stracco.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on the medium tyres along with Scott, Kingley, Drift King Pro, Labour Red Devil, BMG Lewis, and S Perez. And then, oops, sorry, EOL F1 Ben starting in 6th place on those hard tyres. And Tom, if you can stick close to Ben, is again, he's in a good shape for this race. So we're going to have to see how this race unfolds.
Yeah. As I said, it's looking like it's going to be a simple strategy, mediums to hards. Nothing really looking, no one really going for a 2-stop, no one on those soft tyres at the moment. So yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a bog standard 1-stop, at least if it's not. I don't think it's going to be a boring 1-stop as the drivers are all really frantically weaving the cars to try and get temperatures in those tyres.
Not a bad idea either.
Yeah.
Massive gap. I think is that Emerald?
Was that
No,
is that Adam
is...
Leave? It's why is Adam?
Scott's
why
in the grass.
Why can't people just follow like lines? I'm not trying.
Know.
Like his Tom's
just stay
now,
in formation.
Yeah, it's not like it's not hard. Adam Lee's now to go on at the grid.
Yeah.
And but
Suddenly, yeah, he's the first one to get onto the grid. Starting P10, of course, this race. He's the first one to line up on the grid. Yeah.
Nice one.
Just go with that. Just go with it.
Yep, as we have it, the pole man Perez is now.
Finally, our pole sitter does line up on the grid now. S Perez, BMG Lewis in the Alpha is in P2. And now we have the last gaggle of cars at the back. Actually, what's the Williams doing back there? That's Reese. He's incredibly far back in track position. But anyway, Foxy leaves the session. So, the lights are going out. Let's see what is ahead of us in RFL Tier 2. And we go for the race. And S Perez, does he get a good start? He does. He gets a better start than BMG Lewis by quite a bit. BMG Lewis has an awful start, really. And look at that. Potentially has Labour Red Devil on the outside turn 1, but I don't think he's going to be able to make that work. Labour Red Devil, though, Drift King Pro's on his inside. Is Labour going to lose this podium position? No, he's able to keep it just for now, but actually look at that. Drift King Pro hanging around, and he's not able to make the position. In the background, Adam Lee is up into P9, P8 now. He's making up places off the start, and now there's Williams ahead of them. He's got Kingley, he's got to be careful to not touch him. Not bad from Adam again, but S Perez leads at the moment. He's pulled out already about 6/10 to BMG Lewis, and Labour Red Devils actually sticking fairly close to him. And EOL F1 Ben is up into P5 already on those hard tyres. And that was Scott going really defensive into that corner there.
Yeah, it was a really poor start for Kingley, dropping down 2 positions down into P7. Label Red Devil, you mentioned they're nearly getting caught out by Drift King Pro. He tried to go round outside of BMG Lewis, and it just allowed Drift King Pro to just kind of sneak up the inside, but luckily enough for Label Red Devil, he managed to kind of just hang it around the outside of Drift King Pro, and he managed to keep it in P3. But Perez already pushing out a gap as that is Reese that is off. Reese is already off, he's in P14, he might have just lost it a little bit there. Through that long spoon.
And Kingley's making the move down into the hairpin. Is he able to make it work? He is. He's pushed Scott out wide. And Scott was actually trying to hang in there, but he wasn't quite able to. Is he good dive? No, he's not. Thought for a second he was going to go for that. But Kingley moves his way back up into P6 now. But he's only got F1 Ben ahead of him. But Ben was able to make that position off the start, so again, really not ideal at all. Actually, Tom Goria lost place to Adam Lee earlier. Actually, Adam Lee's up 2 places. Really bad start for Mercedes boys, and Dustin and Stracho are fighting each other for 11th place at the moment. And actually, S Perez is pulling away from BMG Lewis at the moment. It's just, if he can break DRS, he's in a really good... Oh, and actually, saying that, BMG Lewis nearly lights up the rears on the exit. And yeah, he's already out of DRS range, and Label Red Devil actually is looking like he's going to be able to pressure BMG Lewis into potentially the hairpin at the end of the really long straight here. Let's see what is going to happen, but of course Drifting Pro's really close on the back. EOF1 Ben's a little bit too far back, I'd say, to make a move. Unless he can really catch up here. But one to watch it now is Label Red Devil. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Clips the curb there, potentially at risk of spinning, but he doesn't, and he's actually lost quite a bit of time now. And BMG Lewis DRS stays closed for now, that little flap. And actually, saying that, oh no, of course, sorry, it's lap 2.
Yep.
I'd be surprised if we had DRS at this moment. DRS is going to be activated when Perez crosses the line now. And then, for sure, we're going to be looking at a lot of moves here. Adam Lee's on the back of Scott. Perez, of course, sets fast lap of the race. And actually, that is Tom Gorian out wide. And now Exploding Emeralds going to potentially make his way up into P9 now at the start of lap 3 after starting at the back of the grid. Oh, it's a really good move. Cuts back to the inside line, but Tom's got to hang around the outside. And he's got the inside line here, and there's contact between the two, but there's no damage. Look at that, so Williams around. That's Reese.
That's Kingley.
Spun, or was that lag?
No, it's Kingley.
What happened there? Oh,
It's
it's Kingley.
Kingley
Yes,
that's
sorry, he wasn't dropping down on the side. Yeah, Kingley has spun, and that is a disaster for the Williams boys. They've both been round early in this race, and then now at the back. Wow, I thought it was a bit of lag there, but no, it was Kingley who spun. Wow.
Yeah, just something.
Just
something to point out about the front. Lewis doing really well with ZRS, 83% now compared to only 57% from Perez and only 35% from Label Red Devil. Something that Lewis had that advantage with
I
in
think
Bahrain.
BMG Lewis is going to try to attack here.
Yeah,
He's got in higher RS mode.
mode.
Let's see.
Yeah,
No,
Perez
it's really important in this race. To conserve, yeah, he's got it in overtake. Label Red Devil's fallen back now.
Nice, too far
Potentially
back,
BMG Lewis we saw falling back at the start. That was because he was saving this fuel in this ERS. He knows he's not going to make the move this time round, and he slips it back down into none. But actually, F1 Ben's making a move on Drift King Pro. Drift King Pro hangs around the outside there. These are two really good drivers in this tier. Let's see how this battle unfolds. I mean, with the tyre delta between the two going down lap by lap and more in F1 Ben's favour. And look at that, so we have Scott's round. And so it's Tom.
Scott and Tom, I think they've made contact, yep. The two drivers have made contact, and that's allowed Thorpes to get through, as well as Kingley. Thorpes is the eye, sorry, but yep, contact between the two, that's been dreadful for both of them. Reese is also allowed to get into the mix, so that's now Kingley up into P10. But just looking at the battle at the front, Lewis is getting pretty close to Perez in just 5/10 of a second, and he's saving that ERS up behind Perez, and he's playing it smart here. They've already built out a gap to Label Red Devil, and obviously Drift King Pro under a lot of pressure from F1 Ben there on those hard tyres, so he's looking good. The Toro Rosso man could definitely see a debut podium on hands for the Toro Rosso driver.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to have to see. He's got the ideal strategy for sure, so we're going to have to really watch this. Yeah, he's got to be in the best position to win this race. He doesn't have to overtake Drift King Pro. He doesn't have to do this. He's going to have the advantage at the end of the race, but it's better to get it done as early as you can. Label Red Devil is really falling back now. BMG Lewis is now giving it a go down the main straight in overtake. DRS, actually he's closing quite a bit. He's not quite going to be able to close enough to make the move. Unless he's incredibly audacious here. That would be, I think, more dangerous than a good move.
Yeah.
So, really, the guys who have, obviously, you can see, had an awful race so far. Kingley, Tom Gorian, of course, made
battle
contact.
for P11, actually, sorry, just interrupt you there. It's Reese going to try and go down the inside of the hairpin, but they're both walking up there. Just not really committed enough there from Reese. And that Tom Gorian is going to keep in that P11, obviously spinning this time last lap with Scott, and Scott will be wanting to catch up to these boys. Now Kingley sets a fast lap, and Reese is going to sit in the DRS of Tom Gorian for another lap at least.
Yep. So Reese, yeah, he's on the back of Tom, but I think BMG Lewis is really pressurising S. Perez here. This is going to be really interesting, because, I mean, it could be interesting to have a proper battle here. S. Perez actually on the RFL live show. If you haven't watched it, do. Yeah, none of us predicted he'd be on the podium, but I think that's because most of us forgot about him being truthful. He's going to prove all of us wrong here, and this will be. Of course, S. Perez though, he's doing really well so far. Label Red Devil actually saying that he's closed back into BMG Lewis, and actually Lewis is out of DRS range now.
Yeah,
of course you mentioned that he had that real wide moment earlier on.
Yeah, massive mistake, just carried a little bit too much speed into the corner, and yeah, he just lost a lot of time there, just crucially enough time just to push him just outside that DRS, and so he's going to have to push now. And just looking at the battle for P6, Adam Lee under a little bit of pressure from Emerald behind it. It's going to be Red Bull versus Ferrari going down into the hairpin. Will he do it on the brakes? He's going to have to think better of it and stay behind with a little bit of lag for good luck. Behind the Ferrari,
Yeah,
but he's
sounds
got
like
the
Dustin on the back of these two. This
Yeah,
will be one to watch because Dustin could potentially make 2 places here if these two do get into a very, very aggressive battle. And knowing these two drivers, to be fair, it could well be that.
Oh, ARL F1 Ben pits. Oh, what's happened there?
Oh,
On the hard tyres,
wow.
making a very early pit stop.
Wow.
And he's going to pit for there's a front wing changes. He's made contact with Drifting Pro,
there,
maybe.
then? Yeah.
Oh, maybe a
Yeah, by the
little
looks of it, he
contact.
has.
Oh, that is really not good for him. That debut going so well, he was doing so well, sorry. And that is really not how he would have wanted to go. He's going to have to make his way through the field, and he's still got one more pit stop to make. He went onto those medium tyres.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
this
really
is completely. Yeah, this is the worst thing that could have happened to him. Of course, starting on those hard tyres. This is meant to be an easy one stop, but he's gonna have to pit again. There's no doubt about that at all. Even if he went on to hard, he wouldn't take them until the end of the race here. Yeah, wow. That's a real shame actually, because he had some really good pace, and that just shows you can have a favourite. And actually, Exploding Emerald has made a place on Adam Lee. Yeah,
Adam Lee's actually under a lot of pressure from Dustin now as he's just coming through this back straight now. Sargent Dustin on the back of the Ferrari. Dustin, obviously, he was in Tier 2 last year. He didn't get the promotion to Tier 1. He's trying to prove himself on his debut. Does he make the move down the inside on the braking on Adam Lee? He's going to think about it. He's going to try it down the inside, but Adam Lee's going to try it around the outside. But Dustin's made the move, but Adam Lee's still going to try it, hang it in there, but it's just not enough for the Ferrari driver, and Dustin's up into P6. And next up for Dustin is Emerald, but he's already pushed out that gap to Adam Lee on those hard tyres.
Yeah, and of course Emerald is on those hard tyres as well, so potentially these mediums still look like they have the pace advantage at this early stage of the race. We're up to 16 viewers now. This is very good.
Oh, wow, that's mad.
Just thought I'd quickly chuck that out there. Yeah, hopefully these guys will put on a good battle for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Apparently Forbes, he said his Xbox crashed, so he's yeah,
ouch.
not good at all. Yeah, he's disconnected, so.
Oh, Kingley getting by Stracho there.
Yeah.
That's a battle for P9 and 8 there. Kingley, he's tried to go round the outside. I think off Stracho. He's not going to hang it down the inside here. Yes, he is down the inside on the brakes. He's made the move for Stracho round the outside. He's going to make it stick, and he's defended that position superbly well from Kingley there. He hanged it round the outside. Kingley went for the move, and Stracho stays in PA. But Kingley, he's going to get the DRS here. As if he can follow through these few corners, I think he's going to be under a lot of pressure there. But Stracho might let him through there, and that might give him the DRS there. I don't think it will. He's recording something there, I think, and that's going to allow Kingley to get through, and Stracho will drop that position.
Okay, I think what's happened there then is potentially desync between the two. It punted, well, for Stracho, he was punted out wide by Kingley, so he just quickly clipped it, and then in the process he's lost a place. So that's a real shame if that was desync, because it was really weird that he ran wide.
Oh,
like
Tom
that.
actually on Stracho.
Wow.
He's made the move up into P9, so Stracho's now dropped
There's
back
a
another
real
position.
train here. Yeah, in fact, Stracho could actually end up losing.
Oh, the Reese going down
place
the
to
inside of the
Reese,
last
and,
corner. You don't normally
what's up
see
with
the move.
Stracho?
And Stracho's fallen back massively now. Vapid Coach just proved me
He's
wrong.
not
He says you can overtake there. I disagreed, and he's just made a move. Reese down the inside of the last corner. And what a move Stracho is, went from 8th to 12th in one lap. What's happening?
Absolutely. Oh, and they've made contact with Red Bull. Stracho dives it down the inside of Scott. They make contact. Fortunately, Scott doesn't pit. I've seen people pit from from that before. Wow. Okay, this is what is that with Stracho? Just all of a sudden, he lost all pace. He lost all momentum. He lost that one position, and it invited Tom to make a move, which meant he got a bad exit. It invited Reese to make the move, which again meant he made a bad exit, and then Scott got past, and now he's just fallen all the way down to P12 here. Not good at all. Anyway, out front, the gap's now about 1.5 seconds, so S. Perez has been able to fight off that rather short-lived attack from BMG Lewis. Didn't actually get to make the move in the end, but yeah.
Stracho picking up the
Scott
first
and
penalty.
Stracho, we're gonna have to watch them really.
Yep, Thomas Stracho picking up the first penalty as well. Thompson hopefully try to get back into this race. He's dropped behind the RLF1 bin, who's making his way back through 9 seconds that will separate him and Strachel. So the recovery is on. Just look at that battle for the lead. That's now 1.2 seconds. So Perez doing a superb job to kind of manage that gap, and he's got the ERS on Lewis. He's now really trying to push Lewis to try and get that gap under 1 second, because the DRS, it isn't powerful around here as it is like last week in Bahrain, but it's still useful to be in. That does just give you that little bit of time to save the ERS if you want to just try and stay with them. Perez has got the ERS, so he's got 83% compared to 63% from Lewis. Label Red Devil not far behind in P3 as well, and Drifting Pro in P4. We've got a possible 5-way battlefield here, and if Dustin can get involved there, it could be 6, and Adam Lee on those hards as well. This could be a 7-way battle for the lead. You never know, this could all play out very well in these next few laps. It's getting to the pit stop windows, Adam Lee getting on the grass up bit there. But it's going to be around about lap 11 or 12, I think I'm right in saying, for those medium runners to pit. And then it's going to be around about lap 16 or 17 on those hards. The likes of Emerald will be pitting, but actually talking about Emerald on the back of Drift Time Pro already. So could we see a possible overtaking chance here? I think those mediums could be slightly going off on the Sauber's car, or Alfa Romeo, sorry. Out the spoon section here in the slipstream, but I think he's maybe a little bit too far back, but he's going for it, he's in overtake. And he's looking like he's wanting this move in the DRS in the slipstream, but I might be a little bit too far back this time around. And he's gonna have to think about it later time. He does brake late, probably a little bit too late actually. Didn't realise they were very late on the brakes, goes deep, losing a little bit of time as well there. Up ahead, and I think they're actually catching, I think they might actually be catching Label Red Devil a little bit.
Yeah, no, they are. Label's starting to fall back now from BMG Lewis. It was about 1.5 seconds, only a matter of like 2 laps ago. So yeah, Label's potentially made a mistake or is starting to fall back a little bit now. I mean, you can still see the leaders, so it's not. And actually, Exploding Emerald and Drift King Pro side by side now. Let's see, great camera work. On those hard tyres, let's see what Emerald's able to do. He's been able to make the place, but Drift King Pro, there's a bit of lag there actually. Couldn't tell quite where Emerald was then. And I'm sure Drift King Pro didn't appreciate the lag either, as he gets well out the way and effectively lets Explode Emerald pass. No point fighting that. He's on, well, what is now, by the looks of it, better tyres, and really now has that forward momentum. Next up is Label Red Devil. How high is Exploding Emerald going to be able to make? Well, how high is he going to be able to make his way up before these medium guys actually start pitting?
Yeah, we've got Emerald started from the back of the grid. Bottled his lap on the softs in qualifying. He's doing extremely well, up in 4th place. Drift King Pro wanting to try and stay with that Red Bull driver there, but I think Emerald is in a league of his own at the moment. He's doing extremely well, as these medium tyres are really kind of starting to wear off, and they might see pit stops soon. And if I'm Lewis, maybe not this lap, but possibly next lap, we could see an undercut attempt, which he'll try and make on Perez, but he's closing that gap. It's 1.1 seconds. But it might not be enough.
Again. Oh, he pits.
Oh wow.
Pits. Right, okay, this is an early stop. This is a relatively early stop. Is he going for the undercut?
That is exactly what he's going for there. He's going to put on those hard tyres. If he can get the fresh air and if he can pump in a banger of an outlap, this could be the win, or the provisional lead going into BMG Lewis's favour. Good pit stop from the Silver Mechanics, not getting held up in the pits. He's going to come out there, and is it going to be in fresh air? This is a crucial bit for Lewis's lap. He's going to come out quite close to Scott. He's got the fresh air, but for how long is that going to be?
At this point, I would like to point out, actually, the undercut's not very powerful here. So, to undercut second, this is going to have to be a really good outlap. It takes a while to get the grip into these hard tyres. So
especially, he's going to really get the effects of the dark air behind Scott and that. And now Emerald catching up very close to the Label Red Devil. He is getting a little bit of lag.
Emerald's got some really good pace at the moment.
Ideal. But he's got great pace, he's going to be in the slipstream, and then we could definitely see a move for what would be a net P3 there, coming through the section of corners. He needs to try and get a good exit on those hards. These mediums will be going off fairly soon, and he will get it by Label Red Devil once he pits, but he doesn't want to do it then. And overtake ERS in the slipstream, and he's going to get a DRS enabled in the slipstream of that Haas car, and he's closing rapidly. And will he make the move before the corner? He's pulled out to the right hand side, down the inside. Emerald will go. Will Label try to do the switch back? He's going to think about it, but not enough there on those mediums. And there's that Perez. Perez stays out. Perez stays out for another lap.
Yeah, he does. Okay, now he's at risk of the undercut. Now I can say it.
is
That
now
first lap
overtaking
tends to be a
Scott.
little bit slower, but after, and actually F1 Ben's made a move on Strachan. I was lining that up, hoping to catch it, because I saw he was closing, but we just about missed it. It was going on stage. BMG Lewis
Stops,
overtakes
he's back
Scott.
in the race with him.
Yes.
Drift King Pro pits as well. So maybe try and get an undercut attempt on Label Red Devil.
Drift King Pro
but
pits, Scott
maybe
pits as well.
Before the session. But Lewis doing well there to get by Scott there, but I think Scott maybe been a little bit lenient, letting them through, maybe not fighting them as hard. But he's now getting right up the back of Reese here. And if he wants to make this undercut attempt work, which could happen now within 2 laps, we could definitely see the lead of this race going back into Lewis's favour. But he's just sitting behind, and this is not a place where you want to be behind a car that is slower than you. But does Reese just let him?
He's letting past. Wow.
No. Why? Okay. Reese let him through there.
Slightly
That's twice now. Lewis has just been let through. What?
Yeah. Really weird. Surprised to see
Wait,
that. Very.
Is Reese part of Boss Man or something?
Don't think so.
Is Scott part of Boss? That's why has he done that? They're not okay.
Yeah, it's really weird. That's strange. Wow.
Well,
That's if these guys end up on the podium, that's something to talk about. Well,
yeah, that's definitely something.
I'm not sure he'll know why he was let past. To be fair,
This is big though. As Perez is now coming into the pits, and this is it. This is a possible race to find a moment. Lewis been getting let through twice. 2 easy overtakes.
Exploding
He's
Emerald
got
leads
the
for the first time this race.
Yep, Lewis here. This could be the lead of the race going back into Lewis's hands. Lewis here coming into the last corner now. Can he gain the lead of this race? Label Red Devil also pits, but this is the thing we're focusing on. Perez has been let out of his pit box now. Lewis is coming down the pit straight now, and what we see a change in
Lewis
Lewis comes round down at turn 1, and he takes the lead of the Chinese Grand Prix. The undercut attempt has been made successful, and Lewis leads Perez for the first time in this race, and this could be a massive for Lewis's chance of winning.
For sure, yeah, Perez, he stayed out 1 lap too long. That's what's really done him here. That first lap, BMG Lewis was pretty much stuck in traffic. He was sort of battling people. He definitely lost time. There's no doubt about that. He left it 1 lap too late, and that's really what's gone on here. But he's still right on the back, and he's shown some really good pace this race so far. So if he can fight back, we'll have to see. Because this battle isn't over yet.
Yeah, we also just don't count out Emerald as well on those hard tires. If he can pump in the laps that he was doing, we could see him come out not too far behind. Exactly, we will see him come out not too far behind these two, and we could definitely see a very good opportunity for Emerald to take his debut win on his debut race.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting. Yeah, we're in for a good battle at the end if Emerald doesn't make any mistakes, because he's for sure going to come out behind these guys who have just pitted. But, oh, actually, he runs really wide on the exit there. But what's going to happen is he's going to be so much quicker at the end. And now Salzig Dustin does pit. He's taken those mediums 12 laps. Not bad at all. And now does decide to pit. We're halfway through the race now. Thereabouts. Well, next lap we will be officially.
Yeah, Dustin pits. So Dustin comes out the pits now. So he'll probably come out about P10, I'm going to say. But, well, actually, he get the jump on
He might be P11, maybe. Yeah, I think he's going to be P11 here.
Yep, it could be actually... I think, yep, he's going to come
no,
out
Strachan's a bit too far back, I think. Yeah,
he's going to get P10 at the moment, but he's going to go on the charge now. He's got 2 lap fresher tyres than Drift King Pro, and a lap fresher than Label Red Devil. So we could possibly see it as that's F1 Ben on Reese. These two going side by side now. Up the hill and at turn 5 here, round the outside. Ben will go on Reese, and he's going to make
really squeezes him there.
This
doesn't leave much room, but it's fair.
This is for next position as Ben still needs to pit, remember. He has, so he's still going to have to be on a pit stop. But this is good work from Ben. Points are definitely on the cards for him at the moment. It's been a good recovery drive so far.
It has
and Perez in the back
he's
of
able to take a
Lewis.
couple of guys here.
Sorry, just sorry interruption there, but Lewis is actually going to get slipstream.
That's fine, yeah.
DRS, maybe slipstream. I don't think he's going to get DRS, but he's going to be up the back of Tom Gorian as well. And Perez, he's going to be in the slipstream and DRS, but I don't think he's really going to go for the move this time around. He bumps up in the overtake though, but Lewis is also getting the slipstream off Tom, not the DRS, so a little bit too far back this time around for that. But Perez is just sitting behind Lewis. And we've seen these two battle last week for second place, and I think we're going to see it again, but for first this time around.
I'd like to quickly say, don't expect Tom to let these guys pass, as far as I'm aware. He'll have no intention of doing that. And he's to stay out for a couple of laps longer here, so this could be... He could really get away. Adam Lee pits. So here's the first of our hard runners to properly pit, and Reece Simo follows him in.
It's pretty early test stop, I thought.
Yeah, I think you could take these a couple of laps longer.
Yeah.
I think you could take him a couple of laps longer. But then again, tyre wear is not a massive issue here, so...
Yeah.
I guess you just sort of pit just around the halfway mark, and because both of them can go about 14 laps anyway, so shouldn't be too bad.
Reece just getting all over the back of Tom now, actually. Which,
this is...
Yeah, it's going to be annoying. This is going to be really frustrating because this is allowed Perez to get right up behind them. Both in that 0 ERS, saving as much ERS as they can. And Tom isn't going to let them through like Reece and Scott did. You said that Tom is one stubborn guy. And this is going to have to be fought for by Lewis and probably Perez, but this could fall into Lewis's hands here.
Structure.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not going to make the move there. Oh, I thought he was potentially throwing a bit of a dummy there to try to scare Lewis off, but now, climbing through the gears, keep traction as long as you can here, try not to clip the curb, he could end up spinning. And now, up the ERS, but of course BMG Lewis has the slipstream, he has the DRS as well on Tom Gorian. And actually, Tom Gorian might lose 2 places in one straight here. Let's see. He cuts back into the slipstream. Oh, and S. Perez could have gone for that. He could have gone for that.
Yeah.
But now he's going to really lose out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
when you know
really
you're in a battle for the lead. I'd have given that a go. And now Tom pits.
He's got lucky that Tom pit there, but that was extremely important for his race to try and get by him there, because now look, that gap is now back up to 1.2 second gap. So yeah, obviously I think he's got. I think Perez is a quicker run through today, between him and Lewis, but Lewis can still hang on for this there, and Perez is going to have to take a lot of it out of his tyres. We can close up.
Just thinking. Yeah, just thinking. What are we thinking the pit lane delta is here? Because I think the gap between Emerald and Lewis at the moment is fairly notable. We could be seeing Emerald pit any lap now. We've seen a lot of the hard running guys pit actually up to like 3 laps ago now, so it's really
that is true. So I think that gap is close. I think maybe about 5 seconds he'll come out behind. He'll probably have to overtake possibly Drifting Label, Ben, and possibly and Ben to get up to the 2. I think it's going to drop.
Ben will be pitting soon though.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But as we just go on board with Emerald, will he come into the pits? Actually no, because Perez is getting quite close to Lewis as well though. Keep an eye on that one as Emerald does come into the pits. So we're just looking at that battle for a net P1. Lewis, he moves to the inside and then he moves back to the outside. He can do that, try to break the slipstream there, but just...
I wouldn't have gone for that.
This time around. I don't think I would.
Not to go with it. I think I was a little bit too far back for S. Perez there.
Actually, I think Emerald will maybe come out in about, I think maybe P3 or P4. As he's just now coming, making his way through the pit lane. It's not going to be P1, it's not going to be P2, but is it possibly P3? Here. It's P3.
Not quite.
Ben, no, can he try it round the outside? No, it's not, and this event, the hunt is on Emerald. 2.7 seconds he needs to make up.
This is Emerald's race to lose here.
This is Emerald's race to lose, and this is going to get exciting, definitely now. Emerald 1.8 seconds, he's really getting these 2 fighting actually now. Perez is going to go down the inside, a little bit of lag between the 2, but Perez getting right up behind Lewis, going into turn 5, and this has allowed Emerald a 1.4 second gap now. And the hunt is on for Emerald, and this race
he's within DRS
could be coming to him.
Yeah, Emerald is within DRS, he's within half second. He is as close to S. Perez as S. Perez is to BMG Lewis, so Emerald surely has now got to run away with this. He's just got to get the moves done first. So, let's see what's going to happen on this straight. We could see BMG Lewis losing 2 places possibly. Yes, he has,
Sugar.
Oh, that's not good at all. That's really not good. Well, it's made Emerald's job a little bit easier. Oh, that's really not good.
I think I'll try and get back in. Yeah, it had a little bit of lag there on that last lap. This is just... That's going to promote Label Red Devil up into that net P3, but it's down 1 second now.
It is,
between Emerald and Lewis. I really would have wanted Perez to get this podium.
Yeah,
No,
it would have been good to
no,
see, yeah.
that's it. That sounds quite
Right.
like a favouritism. But Ben actually will have a big moment there on the grass. Oh, coming at
What's
that last corner, a
happened? Oh,
massive moment.
yeah.
And then looking at the battle of the lead, Emerald getting right up behind Lewis. He maybe looking for it
Oh,
down in the turn
oh,
two, but
that's
he's just
close.
got a lot of understeer. You see that they are very, very close between the two. But Lewis keeps that P1, but is it for long? Oh, look at the traction he gains out of turn 3, through turn 4 and up into
Lewis
turn
will
5.
defend
They
the
will go.
inside here.
He's going to have to go round the outside, so it's not going to be an easy job. I think Lewis is going to hang him out to try it, and that is fair enough. He can do that, and that is now bent up into P3. Perez just dropping back, which is not ideal.
Real
But I
shame.
think the change of the race lead is coming this lap. Emerald just trying to stay with him. But yeah, it's quite annoying through this bit. As we just the third gear here, but look at the exit he will get on Lewis, and he's actually getting that running. Will he have to just back off to be a little bit too close for his liking, or is he going to send it on a break? Nope, he sits behind him for this lap, and now behind Lewis he'll go get out this corner, using it, trying this gauge where
So
he can
much
put
more
his foot
grip.
down, and the grip is just a lot more important through here. In the slipstream and in the DRS, oh Lewis, this is a battle for the league. Lewis is going to defend to the inside. Emerald not opting, is sitting in the slipstream. He's going to have to go round outside into the hairpin. Lewis breaks early, but is it too late for Emerald to break?
Oh.
He pushes him out wide, but Emerald goes off the track and he tries to go round outside, but it's not enough. And Lewis takes P1, or he retains P1 off Emerald, but Emerald's back in the slipstream, and will he try and move it down into turn 1? No, he backs off, but this is going to get close now between these two, and I think Lewis could possibly hold on, but not the full race. He's not got it in him. I think Lewis should play smart here, and maybe just let him through and try and stay with him. I think he needs to think realistically here. Lewis is not going to win this race. Just looking out here, look at the traction he gets compared to Lewis, and he's got to run again down into turn 5 round the outside. He will go. It's like a
Surely he's got to make it this time.
Round the outside on the track, and he makes a move, sticking. That is a race lead for Emerald on his debut, but he now has to think about pushing that gap out and getting this race win in the bag. 9 laps to go, and can Emerald make this debut race a debut win?
Well, we're gonna have to see. Of course, he's been able. He has to keep these tyres fresh. He cannot afford to get into that puncture territory. We saw Vapid in Tier 1 last week, of course. I know he's in this chat, hence why I'm mentioning it again. Very funny and sad moments at the same time. And it's just pushing those tyres a bit too hard, doing those few too many laps on them. And actually, if we look at this, Lewis is closing it a lot. He's going to be able to make this move here.
Yeah, but he can go down the inside. He's actually made the move.
He has as well.
And he's made the move and he's back up into the race lead. Emerald can't hang it on the outside, or can he? He gets in that car. And I think he's thinking better of it, and that is brilliant by Lewis there. I think he's a massive moment. Oh, he nearly had a massive moment into the wall there. But he stays out with that wall at least, and that Perez dropped back into P8 if for anyone's liking, so yeah. I think this race is just about over for him, but yep. Emerald, can he make this move that they did last lap?
He's not rejoined.
No, he's not rejoined, no. And Emerald,
Labels on the back of F1 Ben as well.
Yeah, sorry, just a battle for the lead though. Emerald, he's got the traction, but he's backing off. And he's going to have to go around the outside.
Lewis
it's the same move that he's tried the last 2 laps. He's going to try to switch back this time though, and that's caught Lewis off guard. And these two going side by side through the left right hander. Lewis has got the inside, but it's not going to be enough. The traction on those medium tyres. Emerald retakes the race lead, but Lewis, can he stay within the slipstream, within the DRS, and make a move?
He's got the ERS straight. He's
got 95%
he has more ERS.
Lewis, you want to
both of them can afford to put it in overtakes over the straight. Both of them can do it. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. If he can make this move again, then massive respect.
I think he needs
nearly out of DRS range now. Yeah, he has to make this move, otherwise Emerald is going to run away. Perez does rejoin, only P9. He's
and
lose,
the slipstream in the DRS.
Tom, I think.
Can Lewis make the move in again?
Look how
the wings he must have, it's so low, and he's going to have to make the move on the brakes if he wants to keep this race win alive.
Oh, he doesn't.
But Emerald misses his braking, and that is the race lead for Lewis, but can he hit it back on the exit? Emerald is still hanging on in there as he goes side by side into the last corner, but Lewis, he backs out, and again Lewis retaking that lead, but Emerald coming back at it again.
He's got the better run.
Coming down. Into turn one, he's got a better run, as you've mentioned, but I think he's just going to have to back off and try and get that move that he's made countless of times now, and into turn 5.
Yeah.
Or is he going to make it into turn 2?
Never
Down the inside,
never-
he's going to have to go. It's very tight between the two. Around
Not
the
gonna
outside, he's
work,
going to
surely.
go into turn 3. Can he make the move here? Lewis tries to squeeze him, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh.
He doesn't make the move into turn 5. It's into turn 3. But now Lewis wants to have a bit
Lewis
of an
is
action.
backing
Down
down.
the inside, he's going to go.
Wow.
And he's making the move. And that is now P1 for Lewis. These two swapping back and forth like it's nothing. Lewis back into the
Wow.
race lead. And this is brilliant driving between the both of them.
For sure, this is absolutely brilliant. They've swapped positions 4, 5, 6 times now. And this is so close. These guys are so even on pace, but with the tyre delta as well. Emerald is just that bit quicker, but by the looks of it, Lewis is running incredibly low wings. He's so much quicker on the straights, and he's saving ERS incredibly well. He still has more than Emerald. They've been saving all laps since that overtake earlier on. And now we're coming around a fast right-hander. And here we go again. Emerald surely going to be able to make the move. He's going to have slipstream. He's got DRS. Lewis has none of them. Let's see. He's closing.
Yeah,
closing. But look at
Emerald's
that.
not
Lewis
got
is so quick in the straight
Nah,
line.
Emerald has
Lewis
it in,
is so quick.
Emerald has it in that 0 ERS. Maybe just trying to think.
Yeah.
Just going to
Thinking
think
about the
about
next
it.
couple of laps by the looks of it.
Yeah, definitely. And actually back for P7 quickly. Tom Goring on Kingley,
Oh.
and he's going to go down the inside. And that is P7 for Tom Goring. Kingley's going to try it round the outside. What we've seen from Lewis and Emerald, and actually I think those two are getting pretty close as well.
Emerald round the
trying it
outside
as
into turn
well.
1.
Yep.
Oh, being really pushed out here. Lewis is not leaving him much room at all, and that is more than fair. He has the line. Wow, this is some brilliant racing between two. They've kept it clean. A massive respect to them for that. They're now eating through their DRS at the moment. They're properly going for it. ERS, sorry. And oh, he's just got no traction, Lewis, compared to Emerald. And if Lewis could destroy Emerald's tyres by making him do this every single lap, then actually, no, Emerald, oh, he could have gone for that. It wouldn't have been a good idea, but he could have gone for it. And he doesn't decide to hang it around the outside there. But now he's got better traction all the way through. It's really a traction zone, those two corners, or one corner, whatever it's classed as. Two apexes. And no, he's not going to make the move there. Again, you want DRS, you want the slipstream all the way down the straight. Try to... And yeah, it's just fair to... to mention that Lewis is really running low wings. It's so quick on the straight.
Very...
Emerald's
very
keeping it in
noticeable.
medium for the moment, but that might
Yeah,
be
I don't
potentially
think
enough to
he's,
make the move.
I don't think he's going to have a go
Pushing.
just coming down into here.
It's clever play.
Yeah,
It's
I think,
really clever for himself. Every time he's
think,
overtaken Lewis is just getting past again, so yeah.
Oh wow, Lewis quite slow on the exit though, and actually he's going to try down
Well,
the inside, but he's backing
yeah.
off. But yeah, I
Emerald,
think,
he's clearly not confident enough to make that move.
I think obviously Lewis has got those a little bit long, older hards as he come down into turn 1. And actually Emerald got to try it, but I think Emerald needs to just kind of save up the RS and then commit to the move, not try and slow down a lot and a lot. But Emerald just needs to try and really get that move that he wants and make it stick and try and just retain the lead. He's going to have to go round it outside. And sorry if you heard amazing noises there. Thanks to the Rampage for that one there.
Yeah.
But Emerald just...
Obviously we need to turn off those microphones track side, that'll be... Oof.
Yep.
He's still here as well, so excited about that. Yeah, but nonetheless, Emerald is not put
Ooh,
off by the
battle of battle for
and
P3
he's
as well,
got
by
a
the-
much better exit. There we go. Let's see. Actually, he could make the move here. It wouldn't be an awful idea. Well, actually, it would, because Lewis is so quick on that straight, and he'd have the DRS and he'd have the slipstream. He'd make the move anyway.
I think Emerald
5
wants
laps
this
left
one.
now. 5
Emerald
laps.
wants
This is
this one,
gonna
he's
be-
got the hot lap enabled. There is a battle for P3 as
Yeah.
well, so there's battles all over this top 4. But Lewis,
Yeah.
he knows it's coming.
People are gonna
Emerald
focus
wants
on
it,
Lewis
he's in the
Emerald.
slipstream, he's in the DRX, he's got that overtaking input, but Lewis is just quick in the straight, as you mentioned.
He's so
and
quick.
he's in the, he's going to have to make a move on the braking. Daniel Ricciardo is down the inside.
Outbroke himself.
And he's just outbroken
Yeah,
himself
no
there.
chance.
And Lewis is back up into P1, and Drift King Pro still behind Label Red Devil for that P3.
This is fantastic racing. Everyone's keeping it clean, and this is really, really good racing here. Emerald, though, is he going to be able to fight back into turn 1? They're both saving ERS at the moment because obviously that's a good idea. They've both really gone through it on that last straight. This is brilliant. The fact that they've kept it clean all this time is really good. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but actually look at that now. Emerald, really good exit, but just Lewis in a straight line is so quick.
Yeah, that's
very late braking.
Oh wow, Lewis doing a great job.
That's not going to work, is it?
Yeah. Nah, I don't think it is.
I was really late on the brakes though.
It is props to Lewis. If Lewis wins this one, this has been an outstanding defensive drive from him. There's only been one warning for Emerald and no warnings for Lewis. So this is just a straight sprint to the end. Lewis, he is limping at home now.
Damage.
Those tyres are getting old. And it would be, if Emerald goes for the move here, it's not the smartest play yet, but he's going to have to sit behind and think about the DRS here. He's very close this time, and he's making the move before even the straight. He looks it down the inside, and look at the grip he has compared to Lewis on those mediums. In the slipstream, he's getting the DRS now. DRS flap is open, he's got the inside line, but Lewis, he's not giving them the room. And Emerald don't.
Surely he's not going to keep
inside.
this. He's outbroken himself again. He's
Oh yeah, but Lewis has got the switchback. And there you have it, a Drift King Pro try on the switchback.
Label and Drift King Pro.
Yeah, but I don't
battling,
think it's
coming
enough.
into the hairpin. Label keeps the position for now. This is
Look at the battle for the lead.
Can't have another
Lewis has got a run on
going on.
Emerald down the inside of turn 1 and he's made the move. Then into turn 1, Lewis has tried it and he's made it, but Emerald's going to have around it round the outside. It caught you off. It caught me and you off guard, and it's obviously caught Emerald off guard, but he's kept the position actually. Emerald, but a massive move in contact.
Oh, there's contact! BMG Lewis has broken a wing, I saw it. He has damage. Front right end plate is gone. Wow, okay. We said they kept it clean. That's gone out the window completely there. Emerald loses it on the exit. BMG Lewis collects him effectively, damages his wing, and oh no, that's a
look how slow he is there. And this could be the podium out the window for Lewis now.
Potentially, yeah.
I think that's the thing about
the others are so close.
That was so unlucky. Just Emerald just getting it down a little bit too early.
Right.
This
2.6 now between. Yeah, this Drift King Pro's really closing in. He can see. Oh, okay.
Look at Luther here. He's in a struggle
seconds. Yeah.
Yep. This could be around the outside, but Lewis didn't just squeeze him out, and they could possibly keep this.
That's clever. Really clever from Lewis. 1.8 seconds.
Oh, well, a bit of weave going on. I think he's not happy about that one, but it's nothing he can do as a racist. Emerald spun it, Lewis hit him. It's not. It's neither's fault. It's just really unfortunate. Emerald trying it there. And he is. And now look, Drift King Pro 1.4 seconds behind, and this is going to be a four-way battle for the lead. And Dustin's only not that far behind. This could be a five-way battle for the lead. It's a little bit like we've seen in Bahrain in Tier 1 last week, except that was a P3. But Emerald round the outside, that grip that he's got with the wing, and he's made the most of it. Lewis is going to have to concede the position, and now I think this is just going to be the downfall of Lewis.
Is he going to get a better exit and make the move? We're going to have to see. We've seen Lewis really quick on these straights, so let's see. He's not going to be able to make the move here, there's absolutely no doubt. Emerald is now going to be able to run away with this. Drift King Pro though, 6 tenths back now, near enough. And Labour Red Devil's there as well. He can see this top 4, and so can Dustin. So potentially BMG Lewis might not finish on this podium, and that'll be a real shame because he has deserved it. And it was Emerald's fault, the contact. Emerald made a mistake, and Lewis collected. So through no fault of his own, Lewis is now potentially going to lose out on his podium position. Look at that, his teammate on the inside.
King Pro is all over the back,
really
and this is I think this could be no podium for Lewis, and this could be very disappointing down the inside. Lewis just gives him enough room. The two Alpha Romeo team makes contact between the two though. Lewis is a little bit of a moment. Due to the contact, Drift King Pro got to try it down the inside, but the contact again between the two. Drift King Pro on the exit though. He has got the exit.
Label might get a place on both of these.
He definitely might, but Drift King Pro.
BMG Lewis showing no love to his teammate.
Dustin on Label Red Devil, Drift King Pro around the outside of Lewis, and Dustin is in P4. Lewis is kept the position.
This is
Drift
crazy.
King Pro is made it into P2, and that is Dustin up into P4 now. And this could be a podium for Dustin as he makes contact with Lewis. Lewis goes off, and now Dustin could get a podium. He's been not with this race.
Adam Lee's on the back of this now.
Is mental. Oh,
This is absolutely crazy.
Dustin's made contact with the back of Lewis. Lewis is
Oh.
really slow to there, and that's
Label
why
Red
Label
Devil's
Red
going to
Devil
make a
goes
move on
down the
Dustin. No,
inside.
not quite. Can he hang around the outside? No, he cannot. Get a cutback maybe? No.
Oh, I bet he's got the exit
This
though
is
on Dustin.
absolutely...
Dustin might need to defend a little bit into this corner. He's under a little bit of pressure
Oh, this
from
is
Label Red
crazy,
Devil.
this.
Dustin breaking quite late in that
Dustin's
corner.
so late on the brakes. He's so
And
late
we
on the
also,
brakes.
we also need to be aware, Lewis's tyres are going off now by a lot. 1.2 seconds is separating him and his teammate, and those tyres are going to be going off a lot as Dustin's all over the back of him now. And he actually is looking for the move now, but Dustin just needs to, I think if I'm Dustin, save the ERS, save everything. Adam Lee now joins the pack, and this could even be Adam Lee's podium at this rate. Dustin under a lot of pressure from Label Red Devil, and Label Red Devil's going to try it down the inside now. It is just not enough at the moment, but Dustin, he's now looking at Lewis, but he's going to have to look behind as well as Label Red Devil gets a good exit. And Dustin is under pressure from Label Red Devil. Label Red Devil pulls out to the right. And
Label Red Devil could get 2 places on this straight.
Lewis could get away with this one here. Lewis gives Label Red Devil that smart thinking there from Lewis. Label Red Devil has got it inside into the hairpin, late on the brakes, but not as late as Dustin. But is it too late?
Dustin outbroke himself though.
Cut off the corner there. But Dustin keeps it around the outside. He thought he's outbroke himself, but he's done incredibly well there.
Yeah.
He kept the position, and now he can look forward and onwards.
Oh, was that damage maybe?
That could possibly be.
I saw... that could have been grass or damage. I was running behind. I'm going to have to check their end plates.
Lewis under a lot of
Yeah,
pressure.
front right end plate's missing for Dustin. Dustin has the same damage that Lewis does. Label Red Devil now.
Oh my.
Wow.
This is
okay.
mad.
So Dustin has the exact same damage.
Adam Lee did the inside of Label Red Devil. Didn't see that one coming there on those medium tires. Adam Lee is looking good at the moment, but just wasn't enough to make that move stick there. And wow, this is mental.
Jesus.
Between the top 6 all fighting for this belt. It was one leading and now it's a P3. Lewis limping home on this last lap round David side. Will Dustin try it? No, he will not. I think that damage that you said he might have is just really holding him down the inside.
Oh, he's made a move.
He does it on the brakes, but Lewis gets it on the switchback. But now Dustin tries to hang it around the outside. Lewis squeezes him off though.
Tom Gorian's on the back of this.
Wants a bit of this. Down the inside on the brakes on Dustin, and he's made it up into P4, or has he? Dustin keeps the position, and now he'll be looking at that podium position on Lewis. Lewis, he's done incredibly well. He holds off Emerald.
Tom spun! Tom spun! So suddenly, both of them went round.
Oh yeah, but look at the battle for the P3 though. Dustin, he's in the slipstream of Lewis, but it's not enough, and the Label was looking for it. On Dustin, now it's going to be 3 wide. Label breaks latest of them all, trying to round the outside of Lewis, but Lewis, as Emerald wins this race, Lewis does enough, and this could be P3, but now Dustin was around the outside of Red Devil.
Oh, Label's not going to Oh, he gets pushed on the grass there by Lewis. That was
Label Red Devil gets third.
Wow. Yeah. How?
Lewis
How?
gets
He was
fourth.
behind. What? Oh,
Dustin
wow.
gets fifth. Kickley gets sixth. Adam Lee 7th. Perez in 8th. It's a good recovery. Tom in 9th after that spin. Apologies for my voice. 13.
Wow.
My voice can't handle that, and that was some
I
race.
think that's fine. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Lewis, he did so well. He hung on right to the end, and on the line, Label Red Devil takes the podium right out of Lewis's hands. And I think, can we get Lewis in for an interview? I think we can get top 4
I think we should.
This is just
I
a
think,
special
top 4 interviews here, I think. Yeah. Wow. Jeez. Oh.
Yeah, Mox saying Lewis drive.
Label Red Devil on the podium.
Mox is saying in the chat, Lewis drive of the day. I think I agree with that one. That is an amazing, and it was clean. It wasn't dirty. That was a very mature drive from Lewis, and it just wasn't enough, and it's such a shame.
Yeah,
and it's P4 for Lewis. What a drive.
I've commentated on some bloody crazy races, but this is the last 10 laps of this has got to top it. There's no, that was absolutely fantastic. Wow. Okay, right. We'll get all these in for podium interviews. This is going to be a wow. Yeah, I said throughout this is going to get interesting. I didn't just for a second expect that.
Yeah, Emerald taking the win, just obviously. I think that's slightly been kind of not played back a little bit, but yeah, that's great from debut. and he gets the win. Drift King Pro comes home in P2. It wasn't really there the rest of the race, but comes in when it matters to get that P2 at the end. Label the Devil snatches that podium off BMG Lewis on the line. He comes home in P3, followed by Luke BMG Lewis on P4. Dustin, he could have got that podium now. In the end, it is P5. Disappointing. You could say Nendo, but it's a good return into season 4 for Dustin. Default stay up, and he's definitely one to watch this season. Hemley comes home in P6. That was impressive after that spin he had in the race. Adam Lee in P7. He got back a
300s
lot
between
there.
those two. There was only 300s
Yeah,
between those two.
yeah. So the two have
Yeah,
a lot
Adam
of
Lee
fighting
lost
line.
it on the last lap on the exit onto the straight. And
Oh
Tom
yeah,
spun.
because he made, yeah. Adam Lee also in P7 as we mentioned. Perez, good recovery from P8 top. Unlucky in there, last spin as mentioned with Adam Lee in P9. He had a left from Ben in P10 a little bit
He
disappointing
got a
from
point in
him,
the
and
end,
then
fair enough.
yeah, Reese in 11th, no points for him, and then Scott P12, Structural P13 and Thorpe's in P14, but I don't think he ever managed to get back into the race, and we'll try and get the podium drivers in.
Yeah, chuck me all the invites. So, wow. I'll get Lewis in.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll actually get that invite,
Get
because
Labour
he's
then.
in Do Not Disturb, so
Alright.
that'll be interesting, but hopefully we can get Lewis in
Wow.
for that interview,
That
because,
race.
yeah,
Wow.
that's hands down. Well done in the RFL. You delivered a cracking
Yeah.
tier 1 last week in Bahrain, and you've done it again in China. I'll have another